Hey, F1 fans. Have you ever wondered how Formula One teams prepare for a new season? What goes on behind the scenes before the first race weekend? How do teams figure out if their new car is a championship contender or a backmarker? And why do they all flock to a desert circuit in Bahrain to test their machines? If you've ever asked these questions, you're in the right place. In this deep dive, we'll explore the fascinating world of F1 preseason testing. We'll uncover how it works, why it's so crucial, and what fans can expect from the 2025 testing session. We'll also answer burning questions like, how do teams measure performance? Why is Bahrain the chosen location? Can teams test during the season? And how can you follow all the action? By the end of this, you'll have a complete understanding of one of the most critical phases in the F1 calendar. So, buckle up. This is everything you need to know about F1 testing. What is F1 testing, and why does it matter? Formula One preseason testing is the first real glimpse into the new season. After months of relentless development, design, and engineering work during the winter, teams finally get to unleash their new cars on the track. For fans, it's an exciting time because it sets the stage for the year ahead. For teams, it's a make-or-break moment to fine-tune their machines and gather crucial data. Testing typically lasts for 3 days, and all 10 teams head to the same circuit to run their cars. This is the first opportunity for teams to see how their upgrades perform in real-world conditions. By the end of testing, teams, pundits, and fans usually have a solid idea of who's likely to dominate the early races and who might be struggling. But testing isn't just about speed. It's about understanding the car's behavior in different scenarios. Teams simulate race weekends, tweak settings, and analyze how the car performs on high fuel, low fuel, fresh tires, and worn tires. It's a meticulous process that lays the foundation for the entire season. Hold on. Did you know that 99% of you watching right now aren't subscribed? If you enjoy my content and want to see more, please hit that subscribe button. It takes just a second, but it means the world to me and helps keep this channel going. Join the family and let's grow together. Now back to the story. How does F1 testing work? F1 testing is a tightly regulated affair. Each team runs only one car, meaning a maximum of 10 cars are on track at any given time. The 2 drivers from each team split the driving duties evenly, with each driver getting 1.5 days behind the wheel. During testing, teams experiment with various configurations to measure performance. They adjust fuel loads, tire compounds, and wing settings to see how the car reacts. For example, they might simulate a long race stint on high fuel and worn tires to understand tire degradation. Or they might go for a low-fuel soft tire run to mimic qualifying conditions. For drivers, especially newcomers or those who've switched teams, testing is a golden opportunity to get comfortable with their new car. They need to master the complex button layouts on the steering wheel, adapt to new in-car systems, and build a rapport with their race engineer. It's a steep learning curve, but it's essential for success. How do teams measure performance? F1 teams are data-driven machines. During testing, they collect a treasure trove of information using advanced telemetry, GPS systems, and performance measuring devices. Every lap, every corner, and every straight is analyzed in microscopic detail. Teams make constant tweaks to the car between runs. They might adjust the suspension, change the aerodynamics, or modify the engine settings. After each run, they use their analytics tools to determine whether the changes is improved performance or made things worse. One of the most visually striking aspects of testing is the use of flow-vis paint and aerodynamic rakes. These tools help teams understand how air flows over the car, which is critical for optimizing aerodynamics. If you've ever seen a car covered in fluorescent paint during testing, that's flow-vis in action. When and where is F1 testing held? In 2025, F1 testing will take place at the Sakir International Circuit in Bahrain from February 26 to 28. The circuit has been the home of preseason testing since 2021, and for good reason. Bahrain's Sakir circuit is a perfect testing ground because of its balanced layout. It features a mix of high-speed, medium-speed, and slow-speed corners, as well as long straights. This allows teams to evaluate every aspect of their car's performance, from top speed and acceleration to cornering and tire wear. Another advantage of Bahrain is its weather. The desert climate ensures consistent conditions, with almost no chance of rain disrupting the schedule. In fact, the Bahrain Grand Prix has never been affected by rain since it joined the F1 calendar in 2004. Each day of testing is split into 2 sessions, an early session from 07 Hunquas to 11 Hunquas GMT, and a late session from 12 Hunquas to 16 Hunquas GMT. The late sessions are particularly interesting because they include a transition from daylight to dusk, giving teams a chance to test under different lighting conditions. Why is Bahrain the chosen location? Bahrain's Sakhir circuit isn't just a great track for testing, it's also logistically convenient. The circuit is located close to the Bahrain International Airport, making it easy for teams to transport their equipment. Additionally, the time zone works well for European audiences, ensuring maximum viewership for testing sessions. But the real reason Bahrain has become the go-to location is its ability to provide a comprehensive test of a car's capability. The track's variety of corners and straights means teams can gather data on every aspect of performance. Plus, the consistent weather eliminates the unpredictability that comes with testing in Europe, where rain and cold temperatures can disrupt schedule. Can F1 teams test during the season? In the past, F1 teams were allowed to test as much as they wanted during the season. However, concerns about costs, environmental impact, and the growing performance gap between teams led to stricter regulation. Since 2009, in-season testing has been banned. This means teams have to make the most of the preseason testing period to refine their cars. Once the season starts, the only testing allowed is with cars that are at least 2 years old. This type of testing is primarily used to develop young drivers or help newcomers adapt to F1. As the data gathered from older cars isn't particularly useful for current car development. When and where does the 2025 F1 season start? The 2025 F1 season will kick off with the Australian Grand Prix at Albert Park in Melbourne on the weekend of March 14-16. The race will start at 04 GMT on Sunday, March 16. Interestingly, this marks a shift from recent years, where Bahrain has hosted the season opener. However, in 2025, Bahrain and Saudi Arabia requested a later start to avoid clashing with Ramadan, which runs from February 28 to March 30th. The importance of F1 testing. F1 preseason testing is more than just a warm-up. It's a critical phase that sets the tone for the entire season. It's where teams uncover the strengths and weaknesses of their cars, where drivers adapt to new challenges, and where fans get their first taste of the year's storyline. From the high-tech data analysis to the strategic tweaks and the dramatic on-track action, testing is a spectacle in its own right. And with the 2025 season just around the corner, the excitement is building. Will your favorite team come out on top, or will there be surprises in store? One thing's for sure. By the time testing wraps up, we'll have a much clearer picture of what to expect in the races ahead. So, mark your calendars, follow the action, and get ready for another thrilling season of Formula One. If you like the video, like, share, and comment your thoughts, and don't forget to subscribe my channel for more latest updates.